What's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2022 Top Series 2 third case break number 17. 8:57 on the clock. We're starting at 9, so just hang out for a minute. We'll get rolling. Thanks for joining us tonight. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Who's this? Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Somebody's playing right now. Okay. Oh, Sunday night baseball. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I need a nap. Yeah. What's up, guys? Chris Chess Sports Cards here. We're doing 2022 Top Series 2. Third case break number 17. Still SP hunting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands will move. Tomorrow is a holiday, so that's going to back things up. But we should pretty much have all the stuff from the weekend out on Tuesday. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get into a future free break, just subscribe to the channel. You never know. Maybe you'll grab a spot. Also, the website. We got breaks up on the website. We're in the middle of a four break set. We've sold out 2 of them already. The other 2 are about halfway there. All spots are under $20. We have a Gypsy Queen and a Diamond Kings break both up there. All spots are under $20. That includes shipping and tax. And we're doing a bunch of giveaways. Every break we give away a box of the hanger box of the 21 Topps Chrome and a couple of Father's Day packs we give away also. And then once we fill all 4 of those breaks, like I said, we have 2 to go, 2 sold out already. We're going to give away a box of Topps Series 2 to a lucky winner, somebody who joined the break. So the more spots you grab, the more likely you are to win. So head on over to chefsportscards.com, grab a spot in a break, and make my day happy. What's up, Chris? All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, John T. Braves, Bradley G. Orioles, Tim L. Red Sox, David N. Cubs, Tom R. White Sox, Don O. Reds, Austin R. Guardians and Rockies, Johnny S. Tigers and Royals, Adam G. Astros, Joshua C. Angels, Jonathan S. Dodgers, Tom R. Brewers, John T. Twins, Ellie K. Marlins, Chris F. Mets, Roger M. Yankees, Adam G. A's, Tom R. Phillies, Adam B. Pirates, John P. Cardinals, Tyler A. Padres, Tim L. Giants, Chris F. Mariners, Adam G. Rays, Jake B. Rangers, Tom R. Sorry, I'm seeing things now. Blue Jays, Chris F. And Nationals, Tom R. Okay. You guys know who you got. You guys know who you got. All right, let's get to it. Hope everybody has some fun plans for 4th of July tomorrow. It's fireworks and stuff. I was reading this article about where, like, the legality of fireworks across the United States. Very interesting. And yes, in Pennsylvania, all fireworks are now legal. That's just in the past few years. I was not even aware of that. Used to be you can only get like the sparkly type stuff. Even though we sell fireworks in the state, like you weren't allowed to buy them, but now you are. So hopefully everybody will have fun with some fireworks tomorrow. Nobody will blow themselves up. That wouldn't be good. Get these out of the way. All right. And don't forget, tonight we're giving away another spot in our Gypsy Queen website break. Everybody who's in this break and our next break will go in the random at the end of the night. We'll give a spot away to someone. So good luck with that. We had our winner last night was Scott, I believe, if I remember right. Actually, I have to email him and make sure he knows. And we'll take everyone who was in tonight's break and put it in a random and see what comes out on the other side. Somebody will get a spot. For free. Free's good. Shohei. All right, so our hobby box short print hunting has done us well. As I said, we went through, 2-3 cases of jumbos, and we got short prints, but none of the ones we were looking for. And since we started doing hobbies, we found a bunch of them, although we still have not found a Bobby Witt. So I'm hoping maybe tonight. There's an O'Neill Cruz rookie. Maybe tonight's the night to find a Bobby Witt. Joe Morgan for the Reds. What have we found? We found a Torkelson. We found a couple of Julio Rodriguez so far. So, Don, good luck, buddy. Thanks for joining us. And for Seattle to 2022, Jake Fraley. Uh, 1842 of 2022. Seattle is Adam. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. MVP. We split these between the Phillies and the Rays, unless one is, we get a parallel one, and we'll random in amongst those teams, because neither one of them's on the card. It's just a MLB card. So, and we got a rainbow variation of one. So what was that, last week, I guess? So I have to random her up. And for Washington, Patrick Corbin, orange foil, 49 of 299 for Tom. Yeah, that's how it was in Pennsylvania. Well, let me restate that. I guess it used to be you couldn't buy any at all. But then I guess maybe 10, 15 years ago, a really big fireworks company built a couple of huge stores, factories here in Pennsylvania. And if you were a Pennsylvania resident and you went there, you had to show your ID when you got in. Shane Baz, rookie. And if you had a Pennsylvania ID, they actually had the store cut in half. So like if you were from Pennsylvania, you could only go on one side of the store. If you were from anywhere else, you could go on the other side. And all this stuff in the one side for Pennsylvania was like sparkler type of stuff. You know what I mean? The crappy fireworks that nobody wants. And if you had an out-of-state license, you could buy whatever. You know, the good stuff. So apparently, sometime in the past few years, they changed that, and now you can buy whatever. But apparently, based on the article I read last night, a lot of counties in Pennsylvania, the fireworks are still illegal. So like you can buy them legally, but if they choose to come after you, which nobody does, but some of the laws on fireworks in this country are crazy, especially in the South. Like, like I think it was Alabama, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Like the minimum age is 12 to buy fireworks. I was like, wow, that's pretty young. Sweet Shades, Shohei. But I don't even know what it was on or how I found it. It like popped up on my phone, and I was like, and it literally had a breakdown to like every state, legal, not legal, all that stuff. I don't know. You can buy alcohol and weed in most states now. You can't buy fireworks. It's kind of crazy. Well, alcohol you've been able to buy forever, but weed especially. Most states you can buy weed in now. You should be able to buy fireworks. You have every right to blow yourself up for this as much as you have to get high. And there's a good one there. Juan Yepes, a rookie for the Cardinals. Kid's killing it, man. Hit a home run against the Phils yesterday. He's been doing well. Cardinals is Tyler. There you go, buddy. Ricky Henderson, all-star. They've had a few, the Cardinals have had a few rookies this year, huh? Who's the other one? Solano or something like that? Those rookies to go along with that 40-year-old pitching staff. Well, they beat the Phils last night. They're losing to them right now, but let's hope it stays that way. You can only get 3-2. Whoa, what does that mean, Chris? What's 3-2 beer? See, stores have changed a lot. Tatis, Sweet Shades. State laws and stuff have changed a lot recently. Pennsylvania, alcohol in Pennsylvania used to be ridiculous. It was like one of the worst states in the whole country to buy alcohol because, for anybody who's not familiar with the area, you used to have to go to a state store to buy your alcohol, and then a beer distributor to buy your beer. So, like, you couldn't even buy them in the same place. Now laws on that have changed, and now you can go to grocery stores and stuff like most states. But then there were some places in the city years ago, like delis, that you could buy beer, but they were like real strict on how much you were allowed to buy. For the Dodgers, Max Muncy, a short print. Base short print, number 65, Max Muncy. For Tom. There you go, buddy. So, like, you could go into a deli and you could buy, like, a 6-pack or a 12-pack of cans. But that was it. And if you wanted more than that, you had to buy it, go out of the store, hand it to someone, go back in the store, buy another one, go outside, hand it to someone, come back in. It was, like, ridiculous. But they were very, very stringent on that. And then at one point I lived in South Carolina now. And right after culinary school, I lived in South Carolina. So this was like 92, 91, like around there. And it was crazy down there. You can only get alcohol in airplane bottles down there. Michael Chavez Rainbow. I have no idea if that's still the case. But so if you went to, the airplane bottles, the little ones are like 1.7 ounces. So like if you went to a bar in Charleston, on the back of the bar, you'd see all these little airplane bottles back there. And God forbid if you needed like you wanted to buy like a Long Island iced tea, they were absurdly expensive because you had to buy the like 5 different little bottles. It was a lot, but it was price was ridiculous. I have no idea if they still do that anymore. That was a long time ago. So wait, you can only get 3% alcohol beer in Minnesota? Wait a second. Really? What about like all the other beer that's higher alcohol content? What do you just can't get it, or you have to go someplace specific to buy it? Rondone. It's crazy. I mean, most of the laws are just there to make money for the state, especially with alcohol. But I know eventually, like in Pennsylvania, they all started suing the state, and it got to be ridiculous. Matt Olson home run challenge for the Bravos. Oh man, I feel like garbage again tonight. I don't know. Oh. Like I still feel better than I did on Friday, but my mouth is still bothering. My jaw is like so tight. And of course, I'm like loading up on Motrin, so I'm probably overdosing on Motrin at this point. That might be why I feel lousy too. Corbin Rainbow and Jonathan India Generation Now. The only state that had... Really? Wow, I've never heard that before. So, I mean, I don't really drink beer anymore, so I'm trying to think, like, who's got 3% alcohol? Like, it's a lot like Bud Light and Miller Lite and stuff like that. Minnesota, man, I thought there was real, like, serious beer drinkers out there, man. Wade Boggs All-Star. Like, almost like they're Canadian. Can't be carrying none of that 12% Molson, I guess. Everything else you can get at a liquor store. Huh. It's weird. Yeah, I remember, like, when I was younger, when my mother, if she was having people or my mother wanted to get herself a beverage, Garrett Cole, New York Yankees. I mean, my mom wasn't a huge drinker, but she always had like a bottle of wine around that. My dad didn't drink at all. He really didn't drink at all. It was crazy. But like I remember, like at Christmas or holidays, if we were having people over doing an open house or whatever, like you had to make a whole trip out of getting alcohol. Like, okay, let's go to the state store and do that. Then you got to go to the beer distributor and buy the beer. Like, it's ridiculous. Significant statistics, Emmanuel class. Well, I know back in the day, the airplane bottle thing that they had in South Carolina, I think, was the same in Utah, from what people told me. But again, I have no idea. I'm sure those laws are probably long gone. But shortstop Willie Adames for the Brew Crew for John. When I was in college in Rhode Island, you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays. I don't know if anybody does that anymore either. They had the Sunday blue laws back then. I don't know if anybody still follows blue laws. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some counties out there that do. And if we wanted alcohol, we used to have to drive to New Hampshire. And yeah, we were in college, so of course we wanted alcohol. And we ended up by like the fourth month of our freshman year, we had a rotation down where it was like there was like 16 of us in the rotation, and 2 people would go on Sunday to pick up all the alcohol for everyone. So basically, you had to go once every 2 months, and it was like, an hour and 20-minute drive to New Hampshire, and you'd pick up the beer or whatever for the day. Not that anybody be smart enough just to buy it on Saturday and have it, because if we bought Saturday, we get drank Saturday night, Yeah, see, that's crazy. Yeah, blue laws, I guess, are still around to some extent, or have just been kind of falling out of favor lately. Cedric Mullins' generation now. But yeah, blue laws in the Northeast used to be a big deal when I was a kid. There was all kinds of stuff you couldn't do. It's funny, I was talking to my son about that, like, the way the world is now as compared to even like when I was a kid. Like nothing was open on Sunday when I was a kid. And God forbid if you needed money, like banks weren't open on the weekends. There was no ATMs. ATMs didn't start until I was like 10 years old or something like that. So like I remember like my mother or father being like, I never made it to the bank on Friday. We're broke. Like just having like no money for the weekend because they didn't make it to the bank on Friday. And now everything's so right there. It's almost impossible to imagine. Jeter All-Star. And I was telling my son about it one day because like my son's generation is like the first generation to grow up with the internet, kind of fully ingratiated into them where like I was explaining to him, like the internet didn't even become popular or really known until I was out of college. And what have we got here? All-Star alumni card for the Orioles, Cal Ripken from the 99 All-Star game for Tim. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you can't hear either. Car lots are closed here on Sundays too. That's true. I forgot about that one. But that's a law, like a labor law because they used to like work those guys to death, and they used to work like 7 days a week and stuff, and it's almost like it was like a forced day off for them. That's because Pennsylvania is the same way. Um, but it doesn't matter anyway because you just go online and buy a car now. There's 20 places online you can buy one from. They'll deliver right to your house, and you'll get a better deal from them anyway. It is amazing. Like it's such an amazing time to grow up in. Peguero, rookie. Rainbow, Miguel Sano. Like I was, I was explaining to my son how I used to get in trouble when I was a kid for being on the phone because your parents would be waiting for a call, and I was like, we didn't even have call waiting. Like if you called somebody and somebody was on their phone, there was a busy signal. He's like, what? It's like, told you somebody was on the phone. They were busy. Mike Baumann, rookie for the Orioles. It's 2022. 15/26 of 2022. Whereas now nobody wants to speak on the telephone. Like, especially personally, everyone texts or, instant messages or whatever. My son had no idea what a busy signal was. He was like, what? Willie Adames. It's been a rough weekend. I'd be happy to be done with this one. Martin rookie. Wow, you're young too, though, man. I mean, the internet was pretty ingratiated into everyone long before that. But I mean, I understand what you're saying. Alec Manoa generation now. But I mean, it wasn't really readily used until, the mid 90s, till I was already out of school. It's funny too. I always think back. I was in that like perfect like .com bubble era to make a million. Eh, and I went to culinary school. What a moron. And a Bueller All-Star. Yeah, Shibe Park. That. I mean, I certainly know Shibe Park. I don't really remember. That's a little bit before, a little bit before me. It's just amazing to think like there was. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched that show Sunday Morning on CBS. It's like I love it. The show, the stuff they do on there is always so great. And I caught the tail end. In fact, I want to go back and rewatch it. This interview with this guy who was the last living Medal of Honor winner from World War II. And he had started a foundation. And like I said, I kind of saw the second half of the story, but he started this foundation, the Gold Star Foundation or something like that, and it's to honor all the Medal of Honor winners across the country, and they make these little monuments and whatever. He's a really nice guy, but I mean, you got to figure like, how old is this dude, And I guess they must have shot the interview a while ago because he's actually passed away since they did the interview. And he was 99 years old. And like I said, he was the last, at the time when they did the interview, whenever they did it, he was the last living Medal of Honor winner from World War II. And I was sitting there thinking about it because my wife kind of walked in at the very tail end of it. And she was like, wow, he must be, how old is he? And I was like, I don't really know. I said, I missed the beginning of it. And then they showed like his timeline that he had died in 2022. So somewhere between the time they shot the interview and aired it, he passed away. I was just thinking to myself, like, he was born in 1923 and died in 2022. That is a crazy 100 years to be alive for. Catfish Hunter. Like, if you think about all the stuff he saw through the course of his life from that date to that date, I mean, the guy was old enough to understand the crash, the Wall Street crash of 29 and see the depression and understand it. I mean, he was a kid, but he certainly wasn't an infant. To go through World War II and all these wars and technology and this and that, whatever, like, it's got to be insane. Aaron Judge, home run challenge. Being in school and realizing you can actually communicate with friends at hand. Oh yeah, like out in Chicago with the rooftops at Wrigley. That's cool. Yeah, it's funny. Like getting back to the telephone thing. So, and the reason I was telling my son about this was actually a few years ago when I was explaining it, is because, like, okay, yeah, all kids have phones, but it's kind of the joke. Well, everybody has a phone. Nobody actually calls anyone unless it's like business or whatever. Um, but like he was saying to me, Buxton Sweet Shades, especially a few years ago, like when the pandemic and everything was going on, they didn't call each other. They just got on Xbox 360. And it was like yeah, they'd play games or do whatever, but it was more of like a meeting place for everyone. You know, it was the one place you kind of go and talk to your friends and this and that, whatever. And it's like, it's insane. I remember getting screamed at by my mother like every night to get off the phone. Like, do you know how much that cost? Packy Naughton, a rookie, advanced stat parallel to 300, 109 of 300. Just amazing, like the jump in technology over such a small amount of time. And I mean, I don't know, maybe I sound like a geezer talking this way, but like even from the time when I was born, the early 70s to now, it's like it's so amazing the advances that have happened, you know. And just like what's happened in the last 100 years as compared to the first billion that the earth was around is unreal. Some would say not for the best, of course. I mean, you know, there's some I don't look at it that way, but there are some people who will say that you know, we're headed straight for Skylab, which maybe we are. I don't know. Hopefully, I won't be around to see that part of it. I'll see the good part. You guys can deal with the Terminators and stuff. No electric shavers, really? Wow. Yeah, you're Tom. You got some years on me, buddy. And for the Bravos, Ian Anderson to 2022. Well, and that's the funny thing when you bring up these types of things, simple stuff like that, to somebody who's a teenager right now, like they look at you like you got six heads. You know, like, what do you mean I can't get a hold of my friends? Or, you know, like, I think I was explaining to him one time about being grounded when I was a kid. And look, I only have one kid, my son, and I got to be honest, I've been extremely lucky. I am convinced that if I had a second child, they would have been the devil incarnate because my son has never given me many reasons to even be upset with him. He's pretty responsible and, you know, has a good head on his shoulders and stuff. But believe me, if he didn't, I'd be the first one to tell him, you know. But like, they almost like don't believe you, you know. Altuve, like I said, well, I used to get grounded when I was a kid. And he was like, well, what do you mean by grounded? I mean, like, and grounded in my house was in your room, no TV, no nothing. You sat there like you were in prison, like in isolation. My mom was tough, dude. Like she didn't play around, you know. Now it's almost impossible to keep kids away from each other. You know what I mean? There's so many forms of communication. It's absurd. I would not, you know, and again, like I said, most cell phones are not necessarily for phones. They're just pocket computers that people can do all kinds of stuff on. And it is amazing because honestly, I run 90% of both of my businesses with my telephone, you know, with my iPhone. I don't make very many phone calls on it, but I do everything else on there from ordering to inventories to all kinds of stuff, you know. Sandy Alcantara and Javi All Star. Um, but like, what was I watching? I was watching some. Oh, I no, it wasn't a movie. It was my business partner's wife. My business partner in the cafe, his wife. She's one of these like. Anytime the kids do something wrong, she takes their cell phones from them, which I think 10, 15 years ago was a legitimate punishment, but now I don't think means anything because there's 20 other ways. O'Neill Cruz rookie for them to talk to their friends. You know, like, I'm going to take your phone. Okay, here you go. Because I can get on pretty much anything and speak to them, speak to my friends anyway, you know? Yeah, my mom was tough, man. My mom was no joke. She beat the hell out of me when I was a kid. Pretty much everyone I know from my generation got the hell beat out of them by their parents, by one of their parents anyway. And now this generation at all, like, I often wonder that when I see some of these things we have in the world out there, like how in one generation we went from us being beaten within an inch of our lives, and I was. I mean, honestly, if my mother did to me today what she did to me back in the 70s and 80s, she'd be in jail. I mean, it was. Yeah. I even had a few times when I was in school where my teachers were like, "Are you okay?" And I mean, I look back on it and kind of laugh because it was vicious. She was a tough lady, but I don't think it ever did any damage to me or whatever. And now this generation, nobody touches their kids. I mean, not many people do. Like it's amazing that we went to that so fast because anyone I talk to who's in my age group is always like, "Oh, my parents beat the hell out of me when I was a kid." you know, like I couldn't with my mother. I was probably 13 or 14 years old before I got out of a grocery store without getting my ass kicked by my mother. There was not a time I went in a grocery store with her that she didn't punch me for something stupid. Miggy All Star. She was a vicious lady, man. She was having none of it. But like things are so different now. I remember my one older sister got busted for underage drinking, and it was pretty bad to be honest with you. She was a sophomore in high school, I think. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she went to a school dance and she got messed up. O'Neal Cruz rookie. Hospitalized the whole 9 yards, pumped the stomach, passed out. I mean, she definitely she did it. She went all out. I mean, she damn near killed herself. And she got grounded for 6 months. And man, she did not come out of her room other than to eat and go to school not once in 6 months. My mother wasn't having it. I was like, Jesus, she's a tough lady. George Brett, Kansas City was that. And I remember my sister had to go to mandatory AA classes for like 13 weeks over the first time she ever drank, you know. Um, but yeah, my mother didn't mess around. It's funny too because she was like my mother was the taskmaster. My father never raised his hands to either one of us. For the Angels, numbered 40 of 75, significant statistics, Shohei Ohtani. 78 barrels. The advanced stat confirmed what the naked eye suggests in 20 drilled the ball with great frequency. Hunter led all players with 78 barrels. Batted balls with a launch angle and exit velocity that generally would produce a 500 plus average and a 1500 plus slugging. Second on the chart was Vladdy with a 75. And some of these stats they come up with are crazy. Angels. Jonathan. Shohei to 75. Yeah, there was no wait till your father comes home in my house. My mother, she took care of it. And then, see, I always thought I was a badass, right? When I was, God, I'll never forget this day. When I was like 14, so I'm a big guy, right? I'm like 6'4", like 270. Okay, obviously not in the best of shape, but New York Mets. But back in the day, Seager, in my high school days and college days and 20s and 30s, I was a bit more trim. So I was in high school. I was like 14 years old. I was like 6'2" and like 180 pounds and 190 pounds, right? And my family had a little house down in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And we got in a fight over something, man. My mother and I used to fight constantly. It was so bad when I was a kid. Every little thing we would fight about. And like I said, she beat the hell out of me my whole life. And then this one time we got in this fight. And I got up and got in her face. Now, this is my mother. I would never actually punch or push my mother or anything like that. But it was just kind of like one of these, I'm not going to take this crap anymore. You're not going to beat me up anymore or do whatever, or smack me or this or that. And my mother hit me with a left hook. I didn't even see it coming. She floored me. San Martin rookie. Like to this day, I remember that punch. I didn't even see it coming. Shohei 35th. And she told me, "Oh, you want to stand up to me?" Like, almost like she was saying, like, she's been being nice to me the first 13 years of my life. You want to get into it? We'll get into it. She was ready to mix it up. She scared the hell out of me. Needless to say, I never did that with my mother again. I thought I was being big tough guy, Man, she laid me out in one shot. What are you gonna do? That's how you learn in this world, right? Well, my mother was the youngest of like 13 kids, so I assume she fought her whole life. So me, I was easy compared to them, I'm sure. Stephen Riding's rookie Rainbow and Bobby Dahlbeck Generation Now. I was probably nothing compared to all those brothers and sisters of hers she had to deal with. And Cabrera. So next week, we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. We got a ton of stuff next week. I'm still waiting to hear about Trinity. Is supposedly coming out on the 8th, which is Friday. DeGrom All-Star, but I didn't plan for it because I haven't heard yet either way. And I checked the checklist, and the checklist isn't out, which makes me worry that's going to get delayed again. But we got a bunch of stuff next week. So we got some more platinum, and actually I have some archive signature series that I came across at my other office. So the active player edition, Noah Syndergaard green foil, numbered 341 of 499 for the Angels. For Jonathan. We got a Bowman mixer with a box of Sapphire, 2022 Bowman Sapphire next weekend. I got some No Huddle football, Prism No Huddle football. So, and we're doing another blaster case of the 21 Absolute that we did on Friday night. We're doing another one on Thursday night. That was a ton of fun, and we got some really great hits out of it. So it was a fun, cheap break. So if you guys are interested, we're doing that Thursday night. Along with a bunch of other stuff. I can't even remember all of it. Senzatella and Freddie Peralta, Generation Now. So come and check it out. And then the website I am looking into right now. We're going to add some memorabilia stuff to the website, like some jerseys and helmets and stuff. I've been talking about it all weekend. Hopefully to get those up this week. Plus we'll get a few more new breaks up on the website. Of course, we still want to fill those last 2 breaks that are up there now, so we can do the rest of the giveaways. But I thought it'd be fun to do some jerseys and stuff like that, sign balls. Justice Sheffield to 2022, 160 of 2022. Justice looks like he put on a few pounds there, man. For Adam, there you go, bud. So, check the website, come back and check it on daily. You'll see new stuff going up this week. Yeah, Mike falls in the millennial category. Yastrzemski. What is ours? It's funny. Somebody was just asking me that recently. I guess mine's Generation X, I guess. I think that's our timeline, right? I can't remember the years for all those, but I think I'm technically a Gen Xer. I don't know who comes up with those crazy names, but wah, 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 wah. Joe Musgrove for the Padres. Herman Marquez. move a little base here. Yeah, base tower is getting a little daunting over here. Also, for those of you that were in the website breaks last week, we had 2 of them last week. Those cards are already out and on their way to you guys, just so you know. I'm trying to figure out exactly how we're going to ship with the website. I mean, right now I'm just doing them as quickly as we can in conjunction with, the eBay breaks too. If we can get their website really going soon, then we'll probably set it where we'll ship on certain dates. The website breaks, like certain days of the week or whatever, but oh yeah, they're having fireworks tonight. We used to have the town next to me used to do this huge fireworks display, Devers Home Run Challenge, and people came from all over the place to come to this little tiny town called Narberth, Pennsylvania. It's literally the town next to me. And when I tell you, like, they had this huge open field. It was kind of like think of the size of like a couple baseball fields, a football field, and a soccer field, like all put together in one, And everybody would head over there like in the morning and put out their blankets and stuff. And then they would close off the whole center of town. It was great. It was great. I took my son there every year, and, it was close to our house and this and that, whatever. And then just like out of nowhere, the town cut the funding for it. It was so weird. Xander Bogaerts Sweet Shakes, after doing it for like 70 years or something like that. And it had to be a huge moneymaker for him. And I don't know if the city, obviously, you can go down to Philly, but I don't know if anybody has any really good fireworks shows anymore, around us anyway. Not like that. It's a shame, too, because it was really cool, and it was everybody got together. You'd see everybody there who was, from 10, 15 miles in every direction, Nolan Arenado, All-Star. Why are they talking to Nelly at the Phillies game? Oh, this is ESPN, right? Yeah, Sunday Night Baseball. And for the Reds, hey, look at that. 36 of 50, Jesse Winker, Major League Material auto. Man, it's been a long time since we pulled one of these autos. It's a shame that this auto's off the sticker there, but Jesse Winker for the Reds is Austin. There you go, buddy. Nice hit. Major League Material, Jesse Winker. So I do have one more 4-box set of Series 2. I have it up for next weekend if anyone's interested. I'm on the fence as to whether we should get more. I don't know. We need some more releases. That's the problem. Releases don't come fast enough these days. But hopefully stuff that's supposed to come out this month or next month will come out. And we'll have a bunch of new stuff. Shogo Akiyama. And Garcia for the White Sox to 2022. 12/29 of 2022. For Don. Buddy. Grisham. Oh, my Twinkie's falling over. Come on, buddy. Twinkie the kid, you're going to knock everything over. Yeah, look at that. Damn. Don't knock over Pete. Mikey the Kid. There we go. Oh, look at the Phillies with the snazzy 4th of July hats on. All right, box 4. Good luck, everyone. We got Champion League Soccer coming up next, and then we'll do the giveaway after that later tonight. So if you guys are around, I'll do that live or just catch the video if you want to see if you won that spot in the Gypsy Queen break. Sweet Shade, Aaron Judge. Justin Upton, Rainbow, and Acuna All-Star. And for Seattle, Jared Kelenic, 35th throwback relic for Adam. Adam Duvall, statistics. And for the Bravos, there's an Ozzie Albies short print, World Series short print. Is that the 65? Yeah. That's a base short print Ozzie Albies. Very cool card with the World Series trophy. For Bradley. Like that one. Although I hate the Braves, but, you know, the card's cool. Well, hey, Tom, I'll be honest with you. I don't even think they need to. You know? I know exactly what you're saying, but they live in a definite, they live in a different world and a different climate than we all did, that's for sure. Which every generation does. I mean, you know, other generations said the same thing about us when we were younger, but it's, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting generation. There's no doubt about that. They have a lot of opportunity that they can and don't or do take advantage of. You know, I know that's kind of wishy-washy, but it's the best way I can say it. You know, hey, look, when you're a kid, nothing matters other than what's going on right around you anyway. You know, it's not till you get older that you really start to think back on those things. You know, I was the same way. O'Neal Cruz, a Generation Now rookie. Savage is a good dude. He's a good dude. And if you need any sports information, he's the guy to go to, man. He's like an encyclopedia of sports all around. He amazes me sometimes. Griffey All-Star. He knows the sports. I know my baseball, I do. Unfortunately, I'm so busy I can't keep up with it like I used to, but Savage, he seems to have a good grip on everything. Oh, look, they got Anthony Gargano on ESPN. He must be making his year. Anthony Gargano is like one of the big sports talk guys here in Philadelphia. He grew up like right behind Veterans Stadium and all that garbage. He's definitely a 4-for-4 guy there. And speaking of the Phillies, Odubel Herrera to 2022 for the Phils. For Aiden. What is the score of this game? Oh, 4-0 Phils. They still got plenty of time to blow it. The Cardinals went back to back yesterday, right? 4 home runs in a row against the Phils. Against Kyle Gibson. That's a tough inning right there. Jordan and Urias. And a Tommy Edman for the Cardinals. 275 of 299 on the Tommy Edman. Yeah, I have it on have it on here in the room on silent. Peek over every once in a while. The Phils are so frustrating. They only win when everyone else wins, you know. What was at that stretch they had earlier in the or like a couple of weeks ago? They went 15 of 18, and they only made up like 2 games. Like, come on, dude. And half of the Mets are hurt. But what's called the Braves have been making up. I think the Braves are within a game or 2 of the Mets, right? I mean, the Phils made up a few games, but still. And Jesus, the Yankees are going to be able to take August off at the rate they're going and still win their division. They're like 15 games up on the Toronto. O'Neal Cruz rookie, that's insane. And before the All-Star break, like. And the crazy part is Toronto and Boston would be leaders in like 4 of the other divisions. They would be in first place, and they're like 13 games out of first in the AL East. That's just, something's not right about that. If I were the Yankees, man, I'd take a few weeks off. Wade Box. Let's rest up for the playoffs, man. Yeah, they're up 4-0. I see that. Don't worry. It's only, what is the... I can't see the inning. It's too small. If there's innings left, they've always got time to give it up. I shouldn't say that. They've been playing well in the last month or so. Fallen off a little bit in the last 10 games, but still been playing well. Tommy Edman. Keuchel, Rainbow. And Nolan Ryan, Texas. For Tejas. Nola. And Joey Gallo. Home run challenge for the Yanks. All right, a couple more packs, and then we'll do the silver pack. See if we get anything bonusy. Come on, man, we're due for a good silver pack hit. And Jack Flaherty, Generation Now. Oh man, took his eye off the ball. And for the Phillies, Kutch to 2022. Uh, 11/33 of 2022. Yeah. I'd love it if they would get him to come here. Oh, Chris, if you're still there, I gotta send you. I found that this Buxton auto that I had from a long time ago. I just found it today. I wanted to send you a picture of it. It's graded, but it's like an Onyx auto from like 2013 or 2014. Hank Aaron, and it's graded. It's a BGS 10 or BGS 9.5 or something. But I knew I had it and I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I ran across it today. I gotta send you a picture of it. All right, silver packs, silver packs, silver packs. Good luck, everybody. Come on, give us a good silver pack bonus hit. Canseco. That's the run out of my hand. Real Muto, Haniger, and Teoscar Hernandez. Trey Turner, Tucker, Bench, and the Hawk. The Hawk. Jake McCarthy rookie. Ortiz, Riley, and Alcantara. Oh, come on. Silver pack, be nice. Be nice. Come on. Let's get a little Demigorgon love in there. Give us a hit. Come on. No. Jeez. Brash, Lowe, Babe Ruth, and Felix Hernandez. Just double check and make sure none of them are golds because they're exactly the same as the golds. No. Alrighty. Well, Demigorgon love didn't work for us tonight. Crap. Alright, guys, I want to thank everyone for joining us. As always, I could not do this without you guys, and I truly do appreciate it. If you're not in our soccer break, which is ending the week, we will be back, like I said, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday next week. I got all kinds of stuff up there. Some of the auctions are already up there. Some will be up tomorrow. So check it out. And please, 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 please go by the website. Check it out. Grab a spot if you like, but just go and check it out. And like I said, this week we're going to have new stuff going up there too. So, you're sitting at work, you're bored. Like, what can I do right now? You know what? Go to chefsportscards.com and see what's going on over there. All right, let's see here. Blue, he's that guy. He's that guy. This guy can go here, I think. Can go here. These are hits. These can go here. Put that guy on there because he's a goodie. All right. These, of course, will all be top loaded. I just was doing it in the interest of time. You can send it. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. It's kind of cool. Different. It's just a different auto. I don't even remember where I got it from, to be honest with you. All right, we're doing a recap for 2022 Top Series 2 third case break number 17. Home run challenge cards. We had Judge, Devers, Gallo, and Olson. Numbered and some other interesting stuff. So we had this Rainbow 1 Yepes rookie. Is a good one there. It's 2022 Bauman, Sheffield, Garcia, Fraley, and Kutch. Packy Naughton rookie to 300, advanced stat. Shohei Ohtani, significant statistics to 75. Syndergaard to 499. Tommy Edman to 299. Patrick Corbin to 299. Willie Adames blue, not numbered, but parallel nonetheless. And then Ian Anderson and Odubel Herrera were also to 2022. We had two short prints. We had the Ozzie Albies home run short print, which is a very cool card. Congrats to the Bravos. And we had a Max Muncy for the Doyers. And then hits, we had the Garrett Cole Major League Material. Ripken All-Star Game relic. Kalenic Throwback relic. And then the Jesse Winker Major League Material Auto 250. Yeah, a little bit. I'm still a little, but yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. I'm getting there. It's just, I'll be honest with you, it's taken longer than I thought it was going to. Like, I thought a day or two and I'd be okay, and it's taken me like 4 or 5 days, but I'm definitely in better shape. I'm well on my way to recovery, so I think another day or two I'll be back to my old fighting self, you know. So, but I do appreciate you asking. That's very kind of you. So, all right, guys, again, if I'm not going to see you for the soccer break, have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hit that like and subscribe. Check out the website. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.